Hello dears, today we are going to talk about science. So we are moving with unit 9. This unit is about science, and as you see we have many different pictures on the screen, guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So there are 9 different pictures, and in this part we are going to focus on vocabulary. As you see, there are some words painted in red and the others are painted in black. So, in accordance with two pictures, we are going to read the passages and then try to understand what are their meanings. Let's start with first picture. In the first picture, there is a man who is sitting in front of the screen, computer, and let's talk about his business. I'm a scientist. I work at science lab and do scientific experiments. Okay, first, scientist and experiments. These words are important. Scientist, what is that scientist? Scientist is a person who is working on science. And experiment, what is that experiment? Experiment means that, for example, I'm an English teacher about 5 years. So about 5 years I have been teaching English. So it means that I have 5 years experiment. Okay, guys. Let's keep with the second one. Cell, these red things. These are the smallest part of our bodies. It is called cell. Is the smallest unit of living things. First, Robert Hooke discovered it. Discover, what is that? Discover means that to find something first. Okay? To find something first, guys. Okay, the next one, AIDS, Parkinson, cancer. What are these? AIDS, Parkinson, cancer. These are the serious illness in the world, right? AIDS, Parkinson, and cancer. But what can be about disease? Cure. Okay, scientists are still trying to find cure for some illnesses like cancer, AIDS, and Parkinson. Cure, that is a noun. It means that when you are ill, you go to the doctor, right? Why? Because the doctors are trying to find cure for your body. The fourth one in this picture. Let's think about on it. So there is a woman. She is studying with some, how can I say, tubes. Her name is Jane. Jane is heating the test tube. Test tube. Is heating. I think it will explode. Oh, explode. Explode, what is that? Explode. Okay. Explode, what does it mean? Explode means that I'm going to show you a picture. Here's. We have a picture in there. You see? This is explode, like a bombing. Okay? So let's go on. And what about this child? These children are working on something. If you want to succeed in the experiment, you should follow the process and reach the result. Succeed. It's very similar with successful. Process and result. These children are trying to find something, for example, and this issue has many different steps. The first, the second, the third, the fourth. These steps are called process. And what about the last step? The last step is called result. Don't forget about it. Result. Yes. Okay. Lab safety. Lab safety. You must obey lab safety rules. Safety. Safety means that when you are working in a lab like Jane, you must be safe. Okay? So that's why you have to obey some rules in a lab like Jane, guys. So it is called safety rules. Work with safety environment. Okay, what do you think about this man? It's like a robot, right? This is a scienceman, I think. This guy is a scienceman, and he's trying to do something with a new black robot. Today, researchers conduct experiments by using high tech. The researchers are very similar with sciencemen. Researchers means that it's a person who finds or search new experiments, guys. Conduct experiments, do experiments. It's very similar, okay? And high tech, what is that? High tech, high technology, okay? Qualified technology. Okay. Okay, this picture, I'm here. The nurse is vaccinating the baby to protect him from illnesses. Okay, this is, what is that? Vaccinating. It's a little bit hard to pronounce, okay? But again, I'm going to show you a picture. This is, you see, this is a vaccinating, okay? Then I'm going to turn back, okay? And then the last word that you need to learn about a science, it is called genius. Genius is an adjective. It is used for some people, but who are very, how can I say, intelligent and smart. Like Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was genius because he is so smart and intelligent. Okay, friends, let's go on another activity. In the unit of sign, there are two words. In fact, they are looking like very similar. I mean, inventions and discoveries. These words are looking very similar. But in fact, these are totally different by their meanings. What is invention, and what is discoveries? In this activity, there are many different words you see: computer, cell, hybrid car, tire, rabies vaccine, micro printing press, compass, radium, steam engine, catgut, and DNA. So these are the nouns, but we will put these words in the correct options. How many of them are discoveries? How many of them are inventions? In order to do this section, first we should understand the difference between what is invention and what is discoveries. Okay, the first, a invention, I'm going to give you some information about it. An invention is creating something totally new with one's own ideas or development. So in a short, invention means that to create something totally new. It must be new. Somebody must create it new. Okay, This is called invention. But discovery, a discovery is recognizing something that already exists for the first time. It's already exists for the first time that nobody has found before. Okay, and then this is discovery. Okay, what is the difference between inventions and discoveries? Invention is creating something totally new, but discovery is recognizing something that already exists for the first time that nobody has found before. Okay, so it means that discovery is much more original. So when we turn back to these words, guys, okay, which one would you like to first? Okay, let's start with inventions. Okay, the first one is computer. You see, this is a human made because human found it. It's not an original thing. Okay, it's not a discoverable. Okay, the second one is, for example, hybrid car. This is also a new invention, and this is also a good invention. And for example, tire. Okay, this is also human mind and human hand and human inventions. Then is there anything there like a machine? Yes, printing press. You see, printing press, this is also invention. And what about the others? Compass, this is okay, this is also invention. And then the last one, steam engine. So you see, in invention part, all of them are about something. What is that? Human handed, guys. Human invent these things. But what about the discoveries? What about the discoveries? For example, cell. It has already existed. It is not human mind, it is not human made. Okay, guys, cell, it has already existed. In fact, microbe, this is microbe. This is also discovery. And then what can we say? Rabies vaccine. This is also discovery. And radium. Okay. This is discovery. Catch good. That is discovery. And then the last one, DNA. That is also again discovery. So I think it's easy to understand the difference between inventions and discoveries. You can be, how can I say, you must be careful about the difference between inventions and discoveries. Just only one rule is very clear, that in inventions, it can be an human mind and human made, but the discovery, it has already existed. Okay, guys, that is the biggest difference between inventions and discoveries. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go on with a dinosaur. Okay, so you see, it's a dinosaur. Okay, I think it's very handsome dinosaur. Okay, so in here, guys, we have 7 phrases, but we need to make them together. Okay, match the wholes to make a phrase. Scientific, do, explore, high-tech, eat, examine, work, and lab. And what about the others? On fossils, devices, safety, the taste tube, cells, achievement, solar gravity, and experiment. Okay, let's think about it. I mean, in order to make a phrase, it can be what? A scientific cells, scientific solar gravity, scientific and experiment, scientific devices. What do you think about it? Or it can be a scientific achievement. Yes. So the first one, F years. What do you think about the second one? Do. Do what? Do on fossils? No. Do devices? No. Do safety? I think it's not. Do an experiment, dears. This is a phrase. Do an experiment. So, okay. Explore. 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 What is that? Explore. Explore. Explore on fossils. Explores devices. Explore. Explore the solar gravity. Explore the solar gravity. So, 3. I'm going to write there. Okay. What about the fourth? High-tech what? High technology. Think about it. High technology devices. Okay. B or B. Okay, 5. It's a verb. Heat. Heat what? What can we heat? Heat. I think we can heat the test tube. So 5 is D. Here's 6. Examine. What can we examine? On fossils, safety, or cells? Oh, cells. We can examine the cells. Cells are the smallest units of our body, right? If you remember the previous lesson. So, 6, that is called D. Okay, we have just 2 phrases. Work, 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 work on fossils. This is A. And then the hardest one, the last one. This is a lab safety. And also lab safety rules, if you remember the previous lesson. Okay, it is called T. Okay, I think we have done it. Yes. So, if we finish to make our phrases, let's go on the occupations. What is this occupation? Wow, maybe it is the first time that you see, because it's cool. Occupation is very similar with job, guys. So it means that a job, okay? Chemist, scientist, technician, and astronaut. Okay. All of them are very easy, and it's very clear occupation. So it must be easy to find out which one. Okay, what do you think about? Among these 4 occupations, which is operating the engine. What do you think about it? I'm going to make it number. This is first, second, third, and then this is the last word. Who is operating the engine? Can you see engine? Is there any engine there? No. Is there any engine there? No. And is this an engine? Yes. So what is that? Technician is operating the engine. So what do you think about it? It's 3 years. Okay. Let's look at the second one. The blah 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 is putting a chemical substance into the test tube. Wow, test tube. You know this word. What do you think about it? Which one do you see? Test tube. This is a test tube. So, what do you think about it? Which occupation? I think it's very clear. Chemist. Okay. The first one. Okay, chemist. And 3. The blah 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 exploring the space. Wow, exploring the space. Space, what is that? The outside of the world. It's a large space, okay? The universe, we can say. So, this is astronaut is exploring the space. So, number 4 years. 4, yes, okay. The last one, again the easiest one. Scientist is doing research by using microscope. Okay, so this is the second one. That's good. Thank you for your listening. Hello again. Okay, my dears, in science unit, as a grammar structure, we will learn a new tense in these reading passages and reading, not passage, I mean the reading sentences. And in here, we have 5 different pictures and over there. And first, I would like you to look at these 5 different pictures. In each picture, the characters are dealing with something, and it can be what. Choose the correct option according to the picture. This is really very easy activity, but while we are making this activity, we have to be careful about the tense. Okay, what is this? The present continuous tense. Okay, so let's look at the first one. There are 2 guys on the ground, and what are they doing? What are they doing? They are visiting a science museum. Is there a science museum in this picture? I think no, there is no science museum. So it's clear that it can be B. But what about the sentence? They are looking for some fossils in the excavation area. They are look ing. Okay, to be verb ing. You must be careful about the tense. They are visiting, they are looking. Okay, be careful. The second one, there is a guy, probably he is writing something on the notebook. Okay, let's look. I'm taking notes of the experiment results. I'm viewing some soil samples under the microscope. Taking notes or viewing? Which one? He is taking notes. So that's why it can be A. I am to be, take, verb, and ing. Don't forget about it. I am taking. They are looking. They are visiting. I am viewing. Okay? Be careful again. 3. Let's look at the 3. Peter Peter is a workman, right? Okay. Peter is operating the machine, or Peter is putting a chemical substance in the test tube. Which one? I think he is working with the machine, so that's why Peter is operating the machine. So this is an A, okay? I want you to be careful again and again, guys, because as you see, all of the sentences are done with this same rule. To be, verb, and ing. Okay? Don't forget about it, these three rules. Okay. 4. A child. What is a child is doing over there? Lucy. Her name is Lucy. Lucy is observing the sky with a telescope. Sky, observing. This is a good verb. Observe. Observing. Or is she examining something under the microscope? I think she is examining. Examining is. Okay. So that's why it can be B. The last one, there is a doctor and then a patient. The doctor is vaccinating a patient, or the doctor is examining a patient using computed tomography. What do you think about it? A or B? Is vaccinating, doctor is examining ing patient by using computed tomography. What do you think about it? I think this is the B, because the name of that machine is computed tomography. Thank you guys again. Okay, let's go on. Okay, my dear students, we will finish our unit with this reading passage. This reading passage is a little bit hard to understand because there are some heavy vocabulary and words in there. While I'm reading it, I will understand the words that you need to learn. So that's why, please try to find their definitions and then try to learn what are their meanings. Okay, so read the passage below and answer the questions. In these reading passages, first, we should read the questions, guys, in order to save time. Okay, because we need to know that what we are going and what we are looking for. The first one, what is the best title for the passage? We will choose the best title for this passage. A human body, disorders, stem cells, or diseases. And the second one is answer the questions. What do scientists want to do? Which organ did scientists develop first? Why are stem cells important? How did scientists develop kidney? Okay, let's read the passage first. Scientists are trying to engineer organs from stem cells. They first programmed human skin cells. They provided the right chemical environment, and the stem cells turn into different structures. The researchers are using this method to cure some disorders in human body. Scientists in Japan first developed functional human liver from programmed skin cells, and some of them reported progress on developing kidney. In fact, they want to cure all illnesses using the stem cells. They will engineer the unhealthy part from stem cells and transplant it. This will be remedy to all diseases. So you see, okay, and in here, I'm going to underline important vocabulary parts. Scientists are trying to engineer organs from stem cells. The first one, what is that? Stem cell. You need to learn it. And engineer, I think you know, but I want you to be sure that you know it. That's why I underline it. They first programmed human skin cells. They provide. This is also very nice verb. Right chemical environment. Maybe you can look for chemical. What is that? You know, environment, and the stem cells turn into. It's a good phrasal verb. Turn into different structures. Again, a nice noun. The researchers are using this method to cure some disorders. Okay, in human body. Scientists in Japan first develop functional human liver from programmed skin cells, and some of them reported progress. At the previous lesson, you learned it, the first, the second, the third step of something as a whole stage is called progress on developing kidney. You need to learn. In fact, you know, they want to cure all illnesses using the stem cells. Maybe you can search illnesses. It's very easy for you. They will engineer the unhealthy part from stem cells and transplant it. Wow, what a heavy word. This will be a remedy. All disease. Okay, it can be a solution, or how can I say, positive thing, and for all diseases. It's like a cure, it's like a solution. Okay, anyway, let's go on. What is the best title for the passage? What do you think about it, guys? This passage is about, I think, stem cells. Okay, so this passage is about the functions of stem cells. Why the science men are trying to do some researches on stem cells. So that's why this passage is about stem cells. Okay, and the second one, what do scientists want to do? Yes, what do scientists want to do? They want to cure all illnesses. Cure all illnesses, or illnesses. Thanks to what? Thanks to what? They want to cure all illnesses thanks to stem cells. They use stem cells to cure all illnesses. Okay? Which organ did scientists develop first? The scientists develop which organ? I think they developed human liver. Where is it? I underline it, in fact. Yes, human liver. This is the first organ that scientists want to develop. Okay. 3. Why are stem cells important? Why are these important? Because we can engineer the unhealthy part of body from stem cells. This is a little bit hard question, so that's why I will repeat the answer. Because we can engineer the unhealthy part of the body from stem cells. Unhealthy part, they will engineer the unhealthy part from the stem cells. Okay. This part is the answer of third question. What about the last one? How did scientists develop kidney? They developed it from programmed skin cells. They developed it from programmed skin cells. So, after we explain all of the questions, we are finishing our lesson right now. I would like to thank you for your listening, dears.